about calming the system that fuels urgency, because compulsive drive does not begin with thought. It begins with arousal. When the nervous system is activated, the body searches for relief, and compulsive behaviors often become the fastest known pathway. This does not mean something is wrong with you. It means your system learned to associate action with safety. As you listen now, you are teaching it a new association. Calm can exist first. There is no rush. There is no emergency here. The body can learn directly, without words, through sensation. As your breathing continues naturally, notice where the breath is easiest to feel, perhaps at the nose, the chest, or the abdomen. You do not need to change the breath yet. Simply noticing already begins regulation. Awareness itself is grounding. Nervous system responds to attention that is steady and non-threatening. If the body feels restless, tense, or alert, that is not a mistake. That is the pattern you are here to soothe. Soothing does not require effort. It requires permission. As you listen, allow the breath to lengthen slightly on the exhale, not forced, just a subtle letting go. The exhale naturally signals the vagus nerve that it is safe to downshift. This shift may be very subtle. Subtle is enough. Compulsions are amplified by intensity. Calm grows through gentleness. As each exhale softens the system a little more, muscles begin to receive the message that they do not need to brace. You might notice the jaw loosening, the shoulders dropping, the belly becoming more receptive to breath. These changes happen automatically when the threat response eases. Today is not about preventing urges. It is about reducing the fuel that makes them roar. Physical arousal narrows focus and accelerates behavior. Calm widens awareness and restores choice. As the body settles, the mind naturally follows. Hypnotic relaxation works from the bottom up, soothing the body first so the mind no longer needs to manage or anticipate. You may notice waves of sensation moving through you, warmth, heaviness, tingling, or a sense of sinking into support. These sensations are signs of nervous system rebalancing. There is nothing to analyze. Let the body do what it knows how to do when it is allowed. Breathing gently, imagine that each exhale drains excess charge from the system, like releasing static electricity. The body becomes quieter, less reactive, more grounded. Compulsions often arise when the body feels too activated to tolerate waiting. By practicing calm now, you are increasing your capacity to pause later. That capacity is embodied, not intellectual. It lives in muscles, breath, and nerves. As you continue to listen, bring attention to the area around the heart or chest. This area often holds vigilance. With each breath out, imagine space opening there, not collapsing, not protecting, just expanding slightly. Expansion is a signal of safety. The nervous system interprets openness as lack of threat. As that signal repeats, fight or flight begins to disengage. You may notice a sense of relief that does not depend on external change. That relief teaches the subconscious something crucial. Regulation does not require compulsion. It can arise internally. This learning reduces urgency at its root. Today, calm becomes a skill rather than a fleeting state. It is something the body knows how to return to. You are not creating calm from scratch. You are uncovering it beneath activation. every urge is energy. That energy is not bad. It is simply misdirected. When the nervous system is soothed, energy reorganizes into steadiness rather than drive. As you rest in this state, notice that thoughts, if they arise, feel less gripping. They may drift by more easily. This is because the body is no longer signaling danger. When danger subsides, the mind does not need to fix or escape. Urges lose intensity when the body is regulated. This is not suppression. It is resolution. As you continue breathing, bring attention gently to the abdomen. Allow it to soften with each inhale and release fully with each exhale. A relaxed abdomen communicates deep safety to the nervous system. It signals that digestion, rest, and recovery are permitted. Compulsion thrives when recovery is delayed. Today, you are teaching the body that recovery can happen now. Nothing needs to be postponed. As the nervous system settles further, notice how stillness feels. Stillness is not emptiness. It is full and stable. In stillness, impulses are less persuasive because they are no longer amplified by urgency. Calm creates discernment. Discernment creates choice. Choice dissolves automatic behavior. This sequence unfolds naturally when the body is calm. You do not need to remember it consciously. The body remembers through repetition. Even if urges arise in the future, the nervous system will recognize this calmer state as an option. With each repetition, it will choose it more readily. As you rest here, you may sense a gentle heaviness spreading through the limbs, or a sense of being held by gravity. Gravity is a powerful regulator. It reminds the body that it belongs here, supported, stable. You do not need to hold yourself together. The surface beneath you is doing that work. Allowing support reduces internal pressure. Pressure fuels compulsions. Relief reduces them. With every breath, you are reinforcing a new pattern. When sensation intensifies, soften rather than act. This pattern becomes automatic over time. Hypnosis accelerates this by bypassing analysis and speaking directly to the nervous system. Your system is listening now, even if the conscious mind drifts. Calm is being encoded as familiar and accessible. This does not mean urges will never arise. It means they will arrive in a calmer body, where they are easier to ride without acting. Calm does not eliminate sensation. It increases capacity. As capacity grows, urgency diminishes. You may notice a subtle sense of confidence emerging, not through effort, but through embodied stability. This confidence is not excitement. It is reliability. Reliability is soothing. The nervous system trusts what is reliable. As it begins to trust calm, it no longer needs to reach outward for relief as often. Relief becomes internal. This is the foundation of lasting change, not restraint, but regulation. As the session continues, let breathing remain easy and unforced. If the mind wanders, that is fine. Wandering and returning is part of regulation. Each return strengthens the calming reflex. Imagine that every time you exhale, you are teaching your nervous system a new ending to the old story of urgency. Instead of climaxing in action, the story resolves in calm. That resolution feels satisfying at a physiological level. Satisfaction reduces craving. The body learns that it does not need the old behavior to feel Feeling okay is already happening. As you rest with this, notice that the urge to do anything may feel distant or unnecessary. This is not avoidance. This is contentment. Contentment is incompatible with compulsion. It quiets the drive from within. You are not forcing contentment. You are allowing it to emerge when the system is soothed. As this state deepens, recognize that you can return to it with simple cues: breath, softness, gravity, awareness. These cues will become more effective with practice. Today, you are laying the groundwork. Even after this session ends, the nervous system will continue recalibrating. Calm will be easier to access. When urges arise, the body will remember this state and respond differently. This is not willpower. It is physiology learning balance. As the session gently moves toward completion, allow yourself to appreciate the fact that your body knows how to calm itself. You are not broken. You are trainable. And today, the training happened without struggle. Calm is now a familiar pathway. The more familiar it becomes, the less compelling old patterns feel. And that shift, quiet and steady, continues long after the words fade.